Imagine this: a billionaire playboy with a knack for technology and a reputation for causing trouble. Now imagine that same man rising up to become one of the world's greatest heroes. This is the story of Tony Stark, the man behind the Iron Mask, and how he went from reckless inventor to the hero known as Iron Man. Tony Stark was never your typical hero. In fact, most people would have bet against him ever becoming one. He had everything: wealth, fame, and a reputation as a genius inventor. But he was also reckless, arrogant, and all too comfortable with his own power. So how did Tony Stark go from partying playboy to one of the most iconic heroes in the Marvel Universe? Let's dive into the journey of how he became Iron Man. Tony Stark was born into a life of privilege, a child prodigy. He was a genius in technology, taking over Stark Industries, his father's company, at a young age. But despite his brilliance, Tony's life was all about luxury and excess. He was the life of every party, a headline waiting to happen, and more interested in pushing boundaries than following rules. To the world, he was unstoppable. But behind the fame and fortune was someone deeply unprepared for what would come next. Everything changed during a trip to Afghanistan. Tony was there on business, showcasing Stark Industries' latest weapons. But fate had other plans. In a shocking turn of events, Tony was captured by a terrorist group, wounded by a bomb made by none other than his own company's weapons. Trapped in a cave with shrapnel in his chest and limited resources, Tony faced death for the first time. It was in this dark, cold cave, under immense pressure, that Tony started to question everything he had stood for. Forced to build a weapon for his captors, Tony had other plans. With the help of fellow prisoner Yinsen, Tony built something incredible: a suit of armor that would not only help him escape, but change his life forever. This was the birth of the first Iron Man suit. And with it, Tony Stark wasn't just fighting to escape, he was fighting to redeem himself. Once back home, Tony was a changed man. He announced he would no longer manufacture weapons, a move that shook the foundations of his company and baffled his colleagues. But Tony had a vision, one he couldn't ignore. He knew he had a new purpose, something beyond wealth and fame. He began working obsessively, creating suit after suit, improving and refining his technology. Iron Man was no longer just a means of escape. It was Tony's way of protecting people, a symbol of his transformation. Tony's journey wasn't easy. In the beginning, he was met with opposition from all sides. His company was in turmoil. His best friend Rhodey questioned his decisions. And let's not forget, he had enemies. Iron Man faced off against Obadiah Stane, a former mentor turned rival who wanted control over Stark Industries. Stane, using his own powerful suit, nearly destroyed everything Tony had built. But for the first time, Tony fought not just for himself, but for something greater. These battles were more than just clashes of technology. They were tests of Tony's resolve, forcing him to grow. He was learning, adapting, and realizing what it truly meant to be a hero. Iron Man wasn't perfect, but he was evolving, pushing himself to become better with each fight. As Tony continued to refine his suits and strengthen his abilities, he became more than just Iron Man. He became a symbol of resilience and innovation. He joined the Avengers, lending his genius and courage to fight threats far greater than he ever imagined. And despite his ego and stubbornness, he became the backbone of a team that would protect the world. Tony's journey was full of mistakes, heartbreaks, and sacrifices. But through it all, he embraced his role as Iron Man. He wasn't the hero anyone expected, but he was exactly the hero the world needed. And when he famously declared, "I am Iron Man," he wasn't just revealing a secret, he was accepting his destiny, flaws and all. Tony Stark's rise wasn't just about becoming a hero. It was about redemption, responsibility, and growth. He may have started as a playboy billionaire, but he became Iron Man, a legend who inspired millions. And though his story has come to a close, his legacy continues to shine. So next time you think of Iron Man, remember, heroes aren't born, they're forged, one choice at a time. If you enjoyed this look at Tony Stark's incredible journey, don't forget to like and subscribe for more epic Marvel stories. Leave a comment below on which hero's origin story you'd like us to dive into next.